it is just as important to understand how to exit a trade. If you don't have an exit strategy and you only have an entry strategy, you will not be profitable. So I'm going to show you how to make sure that you're getting profit every single time. And we did some live trading with examples, so you get to see how this is done live as well. Okay, so first thing we're gonna do is show you how to practice. All you have to do is very simple. Come to any chart you would like, any time frame you would like. First thing we're gonna do is find just a nice area of consolidation. Now, obviously, when it comes to exiting your trade, you can exit in a trend, in consolidation, wherever you want. But when you're doing this as a practice, it's really good to find the areas of consolidation because this is where you're going to see the most clearly on how this works and why this works. So this is something you can practice daily. I would highly recommend it. It will get you sharp with exiting. So what you want to do is come to the charts and find an area of consolidation, you know, something that you can almost mark off in like a square, something like this or like this, as you can see here, you know, or come over to an area like this, multiple areas like that. And what you're going to want to do is, so we'll come to this area, for example, you'll mark it out like this, right? Give yourself a nice little square to show this is where the consolidation is. And first thing you're going to do is mark the all-time high of this consolidation area. This is the all-time high here. We're going to mark the all-time low. Now, most people, when they're trying to learn to exit for the first time, or they're trying to take their trades for the first time, or just in general, a lot of people tend to aim a little higher than they should. And I know in life, it's normally good to aim high and get the big reward. But when it comes to trading, the higher you aim, the less likely you are to win your trades. Now, this is a good exercise to practice to give you better areas on exiting and to really lock in and hone in on that skill exiting. What you're going to do is mark the all-time high and the all-time low. And then instead of exiting at the all-time high here, we're going to bring it back to the next area of support. So right here would be that, for example. And the same thing with all-time low here. We're going to take the all-time low. We're going to move it up until we can find an area of resistance like that. Now, this is going to give you the areas of play that you want to be looking for in your everyday trade. So instead of exiting in these zones here, you want to be looking for exits before you get into this area. And this is because there's so much selling pressure in here. There's so much demand for sells coming into these areas. There's a lot of demand for buys coming into these areas. So when you have a high demand of buys in this area, it's very hard for price to continue to hold in these areas, especially when you're in consolidation. Same thing happens when you're in a trend. It just can't be seen as easily as we're looking at it here. So this just gives you a good mental picture on how exactly this works. So it's good to practice marking on these areas and get familiar with setting your take profits in these zones. So for example, you know, if I was taking a sell here, instead of aiming for an area at the all-time low here, it is more probable, it's going to be a higher percent chance of you winning this trades if you're marking out these areas for your take profits rather than the all-time lows. Because I know a lot of you, without seeing the charts, you know, when you enter your trade, you're looking to get the most profit possible and you're targeting the all-time lows. Now, of course, as we know, because we see the charts, it did end up hitting down in the area, but probability is you're most likely not going to hit the all-time highs and the all-time lows. Best to exit your trades at these levels because there's going to be a lot of buying pressure coming back into the market in this area. So where a lot of people have their orders set up. Same thing goes for above here as well. So you just take the same thing, take an area like this, mark the all-time high, we mark the all-time low. And then we're gonna come down to the next support, which would be this area here. As you see, it taps in multiple times. Same thing here, take the support, go all the way up to the next little resistance here, take an area like this, we hit into multiple times. And same thing, you know, when you're exiting your trades, try not to exit in these areas and rather exit these levels here. And as you can see, you know, if you even were to take trades just back and forth in between these areas, that's where you're going to find the most movement and the most profitability. So that's a good exercise to practice. And like I mentioned, we are going to do some live trading today. I'm going to show you exactly how this works as you're live trading. And furthermore, I'm going to show you how it works in a trend, because I'm showing you here in a consolidation area, but how would this work in a trend? I'm going to show you that in live trading in a second. And if you're looking to do some live trading yourself, and practice these techniques, if you're looking for a broker, I would highly recommend signing up with Fintura. If you loved Hanko Trade as much as I did and you loved using MT4, sign up with Fintura. They are associated with Hanko Trade, so they're going to offer a lot of the same benefits and a lot of the same stuff that you and I loved while using Hanko Trade. Things like low spreads, they're going to offer high leverage and many other more benefits to come and that are available right now. So if you want to get live trading, sign up with Fintura. My link will be down in the description below. All right, so we're going to get into the live charts now. Let's go. Okay, so what do we do? First thing we do is we go to the higher time frame. It's because we want to see that higher time frame bias. Go to the higher time frames and we want to see directional bias. Okay, here we go. Here is our directional bias. We see that price is going lower and lower on the higher time frames. Simple as that. That tells us we want to look for sells. Why? Because price is already in this major downtrend. It's more likely that we are going to win our sells than win our buys. So that means we need to look for sells now. Now, I was already checking out this pair, so it's looking like it's at a good place for me and something I would normally take, but I want to show you guys what I'm looking at, what I look for. Now, what you do is you drop to a lower time frame, like the 4 minute, for example, and this is where we're going to look for price action, where we want to see and look for our entry requirements. And what is one of my entry requirements? Well, we need price to break a higher low, which we have a higher low here. Price have a true break of it? No, it only have one candle. That's a nice little fake out there. Price break that one? No. Did price break this one? Yes. This is a higher low here. Then we had our breakout candle here. See? Price broke out there with our breakout candle. We need to see a candle close below that for our official true break. And we had a candle close below our breakout candle. So now we officially have our true breakout. We have a beautiful pullback into an order block here and some nice liquidity. So I am going to go ahead and take a sell right there. Now when it comes to setting our stop loss, we can either set our stop loss above the previous high, or we can go above even the more higher up previous high. That's all dependent on the risk you're willing to take, but I am willing to take a little bit of risk here. So normally right there, we'd have about 14 pips. We're gonna add a couple pips onto that and we're gonna do 16 pips. That's going to our entry. And we're just going to look for a nice, simple 1-to-1 on this trade. Nothing too crazy. The good thing is, when we get a nice 1-to-1, it will be back at these lows here and not the all-time lows. The all-time lows are a little bit riskier to try to go that low because there's going to be a lot of people trying to buy down in this area. So this is a good spot for us to take our exit. So just like that, we have ourselves a nice little trade. Today we are using Fintura to trade. If you were using Hanko Trade and you loved Hanko Trade as much as I did, you still want to use MetaTrader, sign up with Fintura. I'll have a link down in my description. We have a nice little $10,000 account here, something very simple. So we want to make anywhere from a small, this is considered a smaller account for me. So I want to make I want to risk a little bit more here. I want to step it up. Normally I would do 1%, but we're going to go for a nice 5% trade here. So we want to make $500 on this trade. So that's a nice 5% trade. So we're going to do 500 divided by 16. That gives us 31. So we just need to do 31 pips here. So go to our pair, Euro GBP. So we can go over, trade Euro GBP, and then we are going to do 3.1. Boom. That is $31. Very simple as always. We're going to go ahead now and let that play out. Okay guys, so it is now the next day. We did end up making a nice $500 on that trade like I planned out. Now I wanted to show you just how important, like I talked about, exiting and planning your exits accordingly, because if I did not choose to exit in this zone, I would have lost this trade, just like I talked about. We had a nice little entry here. It was a good entry. We didn't have much pullback like we expected, price to stick in this liquidity and order block zone. We had price come down, and I could have chose to exit here, but I knew, like I said, it's more likely that price will tap into this area rather than, if we zoom out here, rather than that all-time low here that we marked out, because here we have the all-time high. If we were to use this zone, for example, up here is the all-time high, up here is the all-time low. And as you can see, price is more likely to tap into the area above right here. As you can see, it taps into 1, 2, 3 times, and up here, tapping into it multiple times as well. Easier for the price to, hang out in between this super high, all-time high level and this all-time low support level here. It's way easier for price to move around within these levels. And as you can see, it's more profitable and more probable to take our exits accordingly, in these areas. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Hopefully that will help you with your exits. It has helped me, and try to practice this as much as you can. It's very simple to just go back and market these areas and implement that into your brain. It will help you with your exits tremendously, and hopefully you enjoyed the video.